Gibbo presents.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm joined by one of the members of the reigning winner-takes-all champions, Jahman Nuclear. It is Selekta Hype.
What's good, Gibbo? Everything all right?
Everything's all right with me. How about yourself?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Just chilling out. It's the weekend, freezing cold. But yeah, everything's definitely good, man. Ready for next week.
It's been a few months now since winner takes all. What, if anything, has changed for you and Jahman since your victory?
I think one of the main things is just reaching out to more people musically. A lot of people are getting the chance to, for the first time, see Jahman Nuclear and get to understand what we're about, how we play music and how we entertain. And I think from Winner Takes All up until now, we've got a good fan base and now have a lot more followers who are definitely supporting Jahman right now.
And do you feel you're finally getting the respect and ratings that you feel you deserve?
Yeah, definitely. I would say so. There's a lot of people, like I said, who are out there who didn't know much about Jahman Nuclear, and then once they kind of seen us at Winner Takes All and represented in the way that we did, we're getting definitely a lot more respect and recognition from that as well. Yeah.
This will be your first clash since the win back in April. Why is this the case? Are sounds avoiding you now? Have you just not had the right offers coming your way?
To be honest, since Winner Takes All, clashing wasn't. We didn't really want to go straight back into the sound clash thing. So after Winner Takes All, the sound system, which plays out every week, a place called Legends in Wolverhampton. The sound system is like based there. So it was taking up a lot of juggling dances. I started a new Friday night just after Winner Takes All, Gear Up Fridays. And that's taken off right now. So we kind of concentrated on, now that we do have that fan base and we do have those new listeners, we don't really want to base ourselves on a whole just sound clash thing. So it's a chance for them to see us on a different light and doing a weekly events like that. And at the end of the day, we're a sound system. So we do weddings, we do parties, we do various things. And in terms of the sound clash, to be honest, nobody's really approached us with the right deal, to be honest. And Liquor Sample came up with the idea, the concept, and everything was good on both terms. So we decided to just take up this challenge.
So you're happy clashing once or twice a year? You feel that's the right amount for your sound at this moment in time?
Yeah, I think next year we'll see how it goes next year. Next year we are always ready to clash. As long as it's the right deal or the right situation, you know. So we definitely don't want to force the sound clash thing and be on a sound clash thing constantly. But if the right one comes up, you know, we could clash every week if it was the right deal and the right price and the right situation, then yeah. But for now, I think 2013 Winning Takes All, doing the 45 shot lock again with Love Injection and Burn Down Sound. We also played with Bass Odyssey and Kilimanjaro over in Wolverhampton. We went over to Ibiza in the summer. So this year has been a good year. I think Winner Takes All is the biggest clash for 2013. And to win that for this year, that's a good thing. Next year, we'll definitely see what comes up. And once the team comes together, I'm sure we'll work out which dates we'll take and which ones we want.
Do you feel you made the most out of your victory and the hype and the buzz that surrounded you in the immediate aftermath of Winner Takes All?
I could say yes, because what we did was, like I said, it got more people to know about Jahman, right? And then we used that advantage of putting on a lot more juggling events. The sound was playing at a lot more juggling events, and when the sound name was called, everybody knew about the sound. So we didn't directly take advantage of it or try and, you know what I mean, make a whole heap of noise about, yeah, we're the Winner Takes All champions and we're the baddest thing in England and all that stuff. We didn't do it that way. But in terms of promoting the sound system, doing mix CDs and various stuff, people started to take note and saying, yeah, that's Jahman, that's the winner takes all champion. And yeah, it definitely worked to our favor, but we didn't get too over excited about it.
Why did you decide to accept a one-on-one clash with Little Sample in their backyards? You've already defeated them once this year with a score of 10-0 in the Tune for Tune rounds, so you could easily say that you've got nothing to gain and everything to lose.
True. I think, to be honest, it's the challenge of it. The challenge of it all is a good look. I think that little part of Winner Takes All, the 10-0 in 1-for-1, was a big thing where everybody kind of like says, wow, that they've never seen that before. And Little Sample, they came up again, and big respect to the whole of the Little Sample crew, because they took up the challenge and says, yo, we want you to come over to Huddersfield. When we spoke as a team and we says, yeah, let's go. We says, yeah, definitely. In terms of anything to lose, I don't lose, so that's not really on my agenda right now. I mean, you could look at it at Little Sample's ways, you know what I mean? This sound already beat you 10-0 in the 1-for-1 at Winner Takes All. So why are you bringing them in your area? They might do it again, and that would be pretty embarrassing. But big up Little Sample crew, them and everybody. It's going to be such a good look. And man, they've been promoting it well. It's all over the place now. The whole of the UK talking about it. So I'm looking forward to it, definitely. And I know they got their fans over there. I know there's certain situations that we're going to have to deal with, being the sound from out of town. But we always come together and have a plan, and our plan tends to turn out okay, to be honest.
As you say, you're the out-of-town sounds, and I'm sure you're going to be bringing a coachload of supporters from the Midlands with you to the clash, but it's very likely that there's still going to be more Little Sample fans in the venue. Does this worry you at all? Do you think the crowd will be unbiased, or will we just see people voting for their hometown sound all night?
I hope not. I hope I don't see that. I hope people go there and see Jahman Nuclear for the sound that we are, and see Little Sample for the sound they are. When you hear a good song, you give a man a forward. If you hear a rubbish song, then you give a man a boo. I'm not really worried about their fans over there. You can go anywhere in the world. I mean, I could go to Germany or America or Jamaica and I would have no fans. I'd be on a neutral ground again. So it doesn't matter where you go. The fans are... You expect that in anybody's hometown. If they came here, they would have to expect the same thing, because the whole of Wolverhampton would be in Wolverhampton if we was going to play them down here. So you just try your best to win over the crowd and play good music, be professional, and you know the music will talk.
Little Sample wouldn't have asked for this clash if they didn't think they could defeat you this time round. What gives you the edge over them? Why are you a more complete and well-rounded sound?
You know what? I can't even tell you that, because that's a secret with Jahman. A lot of people don't really understand Jahman's way of playing and how we do certain things. We don't really go out there and play a whole heap of dub plates on the road or on the radio station or just for unnecessary reasons. So sounds don't know really what we got until the night when we just unleash it. So in terms of Jahman, I think the way I look at it is just our team is a stronger team than Little Sample. I think Little Sample are a good sound. I think they're a great sound. I think they've been representing, one of the sounds for 2013 is who've been in so many clashes. So we have to take off the hats to them for that reason. But I still think Jahman, as a team and then as a unit, I think we're a lot tighter on the team. But big up Little Sample anyway still.
I spoke to Nicky P from Little Sample earlier, and he said that if you don't come into Saturday's clash having prepared more thoroughly than you did for Winner Takes All, and if you haven't cut many new tunes, it's going to be an easy night's work for them. What do you make of his statements? Have you cut a lot of new tunes, or is your box deep enough that you don't need to cut many new tunes to defeat Little Sample?
They say this is the difference between Jahman and Little Sample. I won't even tell you, Gibbo, if I've cut a bag of new tune. I might have, I might not have. But if he thinks that we wasn't prepared for winner takes all, it's ironic that we beat him 10-0 in a 1-for-1. That don't really make any sense. So we was prepared for winner takes all, hence the reason why we won. And we're prepared to go over to Huddersfield. If it's a new tune shopping game he wants to go down, we can go down that. If it's a big man thing you want to go down, big tune thing, we can go down that. We go down any lane. So we're going over there, obviously, to be prepared. So come and listen, people. You have to just come to the dance. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Big up Nicky P still, and Little Sample family. It's gonna be epic, like a movie.
As we've mentioned, last time out, you defeated them. What do you think they will do differently this time to try and ensure that they are victorious?
Do you know what? To be honest, I expect the unexpected. I don't expect Little Sample to just do one thing or assume that they're going to do one thing. I have to have my head to know, say, okay, then bam. Like he says, Nicky P earlier says he's talking about new tune. So he's already talked a thing where I already now think, oh, so that's what he's saying, and it's a new tune thing. But you might be saying that just to try and twist up the thing, but really it's going to be some big tune. So I can go down any lane. So whether it's new tune, old tune, juggling, it's just about the fans, it's about the crowd. So Little Sample can do what they're doing. As long as we know what we are doing, we can go in there, present what we are playing, and do what we have to do. Then everything's definitely good. I really, truly do not watch what they do. I expect them to get forward in the night. I expect them to have big songs. I expect the crowd to go wild. I expect all these things. So nothing in that dance will faze me. They're going to play the biggest songs then, and they're going to get a big forward. I'm not going to sit back and think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do now? I'm just going to go in my box and find a bigger song for that, because I know that we have them. So good, really.
In your minds, will the winner of this clash be the UK's #1 clashing sounds at this moment in time?
That's one of them ones, isn't it? I think I'm happy to be winner takes all champion 2013. The UK #1, and there's a lot of people debate on who is the #1. I obviously played Jahman Nuclear, so I'm going to believe in my own sound to say my own sound is the #1 sound, like Little Sample will do. There's some man who are not in the dance. There was a big clash last night in London. I think J&R won, and they're saying J&R's like the #1 in the UK now. I mean, Love Injection is still doing their thing constantly throughout the year, and people will say Injection's the #1 sound. So the dance really, it's called Who Runs the UK. After we win, I'm just happy to be, like I said, winner takes all champion 2013. That is a title that you cannot take away, or you can argue or dispute. That is definitely, I got the trophy. This dance isn't a trophy dance, so it doesn't really prove anything. Like I says, there's everybody's fighting for #1 spot now, but you can't fight winner takes all champion for 2013, because that's Jahman.
Lastly, have you got a message for Little Sample ahead of next weekend's war?
Yeah, I'm going to murder them. Right. Nah, I'm only joking. Big up Little Sample family, them, and all of the other filthy people, them. It's going to be a good look. I know them man stay already. We all have so much respect for each other. Big Mac, Sly P, Nicky P, Firechild, all the massive them, just go and be it yourself, because we're going to go over there and we're going to perform. You're going to see entertainment. That's one thing I can guarantee. If you know Little Sample sound, especially when they're in their own backyard, they entertain to their highest ability. So we already know that we have to go over there and do exactly the same thing. So in terms of energy, next weekend is going to be hectic. It's going to be electric in that place. I can see it. I can visually see it from now. And I'm so looking forward to it. So for the Little Sample, big up yourselves every time. We link up next week and we give people then one of the biggest clashes then to talk about again after winner take. So this is the two sounds again. Liquor Sample and Jahman Nuclear.
Thanks a lot, Hype. We'll catch up again soon.
All right, big up yourself, Big Gibbo. Keep up the works. Big up all my team, Jahman Nuclear. Big up everybody that is reaching to the dance. Big up all sound man, selectors, MCs, box boy, man who built amp and all them things. Everybody who's got some part of the sound system thing. Big up yourself every time. One, Jahman Nuclear.
Gibbo.